Oh, there we are. All right, first time out the gate, and my dear sister Kelly is here with me. Kelly, God bless you. Thank you for being here. I forgot everything you taught me, but anyway, I remembered to hit that screen, so here I am. And I hope I did a good job, teacher. Anyway, welcome, welcome to Bravo with Sheila. I am so excited to be here this afternoon. And Kelly, it's so good for you to be here with me. Hey, hey, sis, how are you? So happy to be here and so happy that I'm up and running and I am here. This is my first live, and so here I am. I hope that I look okay. Kelly, is my visual okay? Let me know how I'm looking, how I'm sounding. Is everything okay? All righty. So I'm going to just chat a little bit. Today I wanted to talk about a topic that I believe is very important, something that I had to learn the hard way. Yeah, my first live. Yes, yes. And do I look okay in my visual and my camera? I look and sound great. Kelly says, my vivid life. Before I do anything, you guys that come on this replay, and those of you who will see this later, please go and subscribe to my vivid life. You will love, love, love her content. And I can't tell you about all of her content because she is versatile. Versatility is her middle name. She does so many different things, incredible content, wonderful information, and her channel is powerful. And I want you to check her out. Just go subscribe to My Vivid Life. So, once again, those of you that will see this after, I say thank you and welcome to Bravo with Sheila. And before we do anything, you know what we need to do. We need to take that right hand or that left hand and give yourself a bravo. That's right. Give yourself a bravo just because. I'm sending you a bravo right now. Bravo to all of you out there. Just because you do not need permission to give yourself a bravo. We have to learn to encourage ourselves. We have to learn to move from power to pain and from pain to victory. We have to just keep it moving. And we always know, because you hear me say, when nothing changes, nothing changes. So I'm so, so excited that I am here today, my first live. I jumped out of that comfort zone and decided to come on out and come out of the box and just chat a little bit. So, ladies, let's chat. Kelly, thank you again for being here. You're giving yourself a bravo. You have to give yourself a bravo. You have to encourage yourself. We have to understand that sometimes there's no one to encourage us. Sometimes we're with a lot of people. We may live in a house full of people, right? And there is no encouragement in there. And then sometimes there is. Nevertheless, you are responsible for you. We're responsible for ourselves, right? And so we have to encourage ourselves and make sure that we stay in the right frame of mind to keep moving forward no matter the obstacles, no matter the barriers, right? So I want to talk today. I don't want to talk a long time, but I do want to share about the power of saying no. I like, where did you get that topic from? Well, listen, I had to learn it the hard way. And so I can't take you where I haven't been, right? So the power of saying no. No, I have some points here that I'll be looking back and forth to offer to you. Chime in, chat with me, share your thoughts in the comments so that we can build this relationship. And so I'd like to start out by talking about the power of saying no, because we know the word no is a small word, two letters, but it is so powerful. It is so powerful, and there's power attached to the word no. Right? And that word, most times traditionally and historically, when you hear the word no, it reminds you of rejection. It reminds you of betrayal. It reminds you of so many things that doesn't seem to be positive. But that's not true. The word no can be used in a negative and in a positive. And because of us growing up, learn behavior or environmental impact teaches us that no, you can't do this, no, you can't be that, no, you will not grow. You know, that word no has become a stigma sometimes on us women and people in general. And so the power of no is so important for us as women to wrap our minds around and to begin to exercise it and think about it, embrace it in a different way. It has been really something that I have gone through. And you know, I think about it all the time. You know, let me just put this up here. Kelly says, I think people are afraid to say no for fear that they'll let someone down. I had the hard time with it too. I know what you mean, Kelly. I had to learn the hard way, right? I had to lose some things. I had to go through a lot of heartache, and I had to really get the understanding and know that it's okay to say no. The word can cause pain or joy. Let me tell you, I've had some joyful moments by saying no after I had the painful moments of not saying no, right? Me not saying no, I went through a lot of things that caused me harm, that caused me heartache, right? That caused my emotions to be off track because I just wouldn't say no to things that I should have said no about. But lesson learned, right? And then we move forward. And I can remember, and I like to share and be transparent with you people, you sisters, brothers, whoever that are out there and that will listen to this or see this. I like to be transparent in any and everything that I do when I come before people. I love to share, you know, my story inside of what we're talking about, because again, I can't take you where I haven't been, although I can speak about and teach about things, but it's so authentic when we can share from our heart, from the cup of our lives, right? And so I had to go through a serious, serious divorce, and I would not say no. I just wouldn't say no because I felt, you know, no, I need to help this person. This person has great qualities. This person, you know, can be awesome because he's so smart and, you know, he's really wonderful, you know, but he had all these issues going on. And I, because of my heartbeat towards mankind, would not say no. I just kept saying, yes, I'll help you. Yes, I'll find a resource for you. Yes, I can walk you through this. Yes, I can refer you. And that got me into a vicious cycle of learning how to say yes and not using the power of the word no. And for 7 years, I stayed in a marriage that was very dysfunctional. I was still moving and singing and traveling the world. I had it going on in terms of myself doing things, but I knew there was something inside of me, something off kilter that I needed to readjust in my life or learn how to approach differently when dealing with certain situations. I had to learn that I'm not a fixer, right? And I'm not the savior to the world, right? And so those was lessons I had to learn. And it got to a point where my health, you know, depleted and I got stressed out. And it was really an awful, awful situation. And although this person was a very nice guy, you know, I was married to him for 7 years. It got to a point I was so broke down by carrying his weight on my back. That burden I had, it was just too much. It became too much. And I had to learn the power of the word no. And when I said no, enough is enough, I started to what? Do something different. And we have to do something different in order to get a different result. That is the year I started saying, when nothing changes, nothing changes. We're talking 1990 something, where I began to use that phrase because it saved my life. Because if I didn't change and he didn't change, then there would be no change, right? Someone had to shift this thing. And so I decided to do something I never did before, which was to say, no, enough is enough. And in that time, I realized that change had to happen. And in changing, my life shifted, because when you change, sisters, when you change, my brother, When you shift and change, everything around you will change. Sometimes people will not be able to adjust to it because they lose control over you. They lose that power over you, and so they kicking and screaming because they do not want to let you go, right? And so it causes you to kind of stretch a little bit and to get out of that box. And so I'm speaking to you because I know the power of the word no. The power of the word no. Let me give you another example how I learned the hard way. Some of you know that I'm a professional singer, and years ago, people would ask me to come sing and I would have a sore throat. I would be so tired. I mean, I would be so beat down in my body, and they would, oh, Sheila, can you please come? And I knew at that moment I should say, well, no, I can't do it. I would say, yes, I'll do it. I'll come. Why would I go somewhere where I'm sick? Why would I get dressed and get in my car and drive to a place that I knew I shouldn't be because I wasn't feeling good? I didn't want to let people down. And I'm talking about in church. This was a church events and things like that. And sometimes the churches can exhaust you, or let's not get on that road. Let me not park there. But I knew that I had to learn how to say no. But I felt, oh no, I can't. The program, they want me on the program. And I said, no, 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 no. This is not good. And I learned how to say no. And when I learned how to say no, I'm telling you, my sisters and my brothers, listen, I got so liberated. Let's see what Kelly is saying right here. I'd love to see her comment. She says, we read this one. I think people, and I'm putting it back up for those of you who didn't see it, I think people are afraid to say no for fear that they'll let someone down. And I had a hard time with it too, she says. And so let's look at what Kelly says here. People have to respect your boundaries, and we have to stick to that and not cave in. Ooh, I like that. Don't cave in to the pressure. Don't cave in. And boundaries are learned along with when you learn how to say no. Because if you don't have the power to use the word no in a positive way, boundaries will be broken. Borders will be eliminated. That is so good. And what? Cave in? Don't cave in. So we have to learn to love ourselves enough to take care of ourselves first and be able to say, no, not today. Also, I want to say that people pleasers often have a difficult time in saying no, right? Always pleasing folks, always, yeah, I'll do it. Oh, yeah, I can help you. Oh, yeah, even on jobs, I've seen people in workplaces, and certain individuals know that this individual is a person who loves to help, right? Because there's a difference in wanting to help someone and loving to help and being a people pleaser, right? People pleasers have no boundary. People pleasers don't know when to stop. And this seems like it's a self-satisfaction for them. It's a weakness within a person when they are people pleasers. Something might have happened long time ago. Something might have offset. Maybe it's learned behavior. They grew up in a household where everyone was doing whatever they were doing, and you had to please everyone. That happens when you have siblings, 3, 4, 5 siblings, and each person has a different personality. And one person becomes a people pleaser. The other one is a go-getter. These things, these labels that attach themselves to us because of our own behavior, right? And when we don't know better, we can't do better. And so I like that. I like what Kelly just said. I want to put that up one more time. I like what she said. She says people have to respect boundaries, and we have to stick to that and not, here's the word, cave in. Do not cave in to the pressure of other people. So making people feel comfortable, right? That's one of the things we like to do. There's nothing wrong with it within the content of boundaries, right? Within the content of what you will do without violating yourself, right? Don't violate yourself, and don't allow other people to violate yourself. What you talking about, Sheila? Well, you got to know yourself in order to not allow people to violate you. You have to know how you're wired. You have to know you. One of the best things that you need to know is how you're wired. One of my videos that you'll find on YouTube is who am I, why am I, and where am I going? And I break down individual temperaments and different needs and wants and strengths and weaknesses. Those are key. Those are key ingredients for us to understand about ourselves. In my counseling sessions, I don't counsel anyone without that tool because it answers so many questions for people. They'll say, oh, that's why I do what I do. Oh, I did. Oh, that's why. Yes, that's why. And I make sure I tell people, stop saying what's wrong with me. You know, women, we say, well, what's wrong with me? I keep doing the same thing. What's wrong with me? There's nothing wrong with you. You just have to learn you, and understand how God wired you. We uniquely made, right? Fearfully and wonderfully made is how we are made. And so we make people feel comfortable. What are some other pointers why people don't say no or have a problem saying no? Insecurities, just insecure in their own skin, insecure that if they say no, they might something might collapse. Well, here's something else I ask a lot of people in my sessions: would it be a catastrophe if you said no? Is it a catastrophe? And they, oh, no, right. So it's not a catastrophe. So it's not that deep. So stop giving it that much power. Low self esteem, low self worth. All of these things make us up when we don't deal with it. We have to take layers off, layers of life off. Life happens since we've put our feet on the ground, since we were babies, life started to happen. And so we have to now understand, if you haven't already, take layers off, layers of pain, layers of broken relationships, layers of betrayal, layers of not layers of illness, sickness that tries to attach itself to you and not want to leave. Pull that thing off and speak to it and say, I'm not accepting this. I'm not accepting this. I have too much to do, too many places to go, too many places to see. We have to fight everything that tries to attach itself to us that is not from God, that is not a godly thing, which is a good thing because we know good things come from the Lord, right? And we know it's another force out there. I don't want to park there, but there is enough. There's good and evil. And we have to understand the difference and tap into the spirit that's within us. Tap into that quiet place. Get quiet with yourself and sit with yourself. Analyze yourself. See how many times you've been saying yes, 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 and never no when you wanted to say no. People think that when they say no, they're going to hurt someone's feelings. Well, either you're going to think of it that way or you're going to hurt yourself. So, which way do you want to go? Which way do you want to go? Saying no, it's not fair to you. It's not fair to myself if I don't learn how to say no. It's not fair for me to say yes to everyone and everything. Every time you're in a situation, you have to sit quiet and weigh it. My mom always taught me, when you're stuck, Sheila, weigh the situation. See which way the scales go. Weigh it, and you'll know which way to go and how to respond to it. And so saying no is not fair. It is not fair. It's not fair. Saying no, you have to say no. You should say no, right? You should say no because that empowers you. It's a power word, either way, negatively or positively. Disregarding your own feelings. How do you feel when you say yes to something and walk away from a situation and you feel something not good on the inside because you betrayed yourself? Ooh, I could park right there and preach right there. You betrayed your own self to please someone else who probably is not even honoring what you're doing for them, what you said to them. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. How would you know? How would you know when you give it away so freely? So freely you give your yeses away. Yes, I'll do it. Yes, I'll come. No, we have to learn to deny things that would cause us harm. Now, there's a hard no. There's a hard no when you talk about hurting somebody's feelings. There are some times when you have to have a hard no. Just no. It's sometimes you don't even have to think about what someone's asking you to do or whatever the position is that you're in. You'll know that that's a straightforward no. Not even no, I'm sorry, but no. That is a word that stands up in our what? In the court. When someone comes to violate you, when a man comes and you innocently have a date and you innocently, go to a closed in place. I mean, trust is one thing. We can't talk about that today. But regardless of what happens, when a woman says no, that's a hard no. That's a hard no. I know women who are married, right? And this is something, a topic that people in the church or not even in the church have their views on. That when they say that when you're married and your husband wants to be intimate with you and you must obey. I don't want to park there because I'm kind of an out of the box kind of girl, right? So I don't even want to go and tap into that. But if you tell, even I've had friends and felt like their own mate raped them because they said, no, I don't feel good. No, I'm tired. I've been with the kids all day. No. And he's like, what? You belong to me. What do you mean? No. That's a whole nother slice of cake for us women to talk about. I know that my friend Kelly, that's on the line right now, she has a program, Divorce After 40. You need to check that video out. And she talks about life after 40 on her channels and what happens after divorce and what do you do. And many people are getting so many nuggets and so much information from her. And so there, I like the fact that she approaches things that other people don't want to talk about, right? But we have to learn to encourage each other. We have to learn how to share with each other. We have to learn how to lift each other up and give each other bravos. And so, what I'm saying to you about that hard no, it's a hard no. Simply, I said no. I don't want to do this. I don't want to sleep with you. I just don't. And sometimes people do not want to accept no, especially if they have a certain or they think they have a certain level of control over us sisters, right? And then you have, that soft no, when it's appropriate to say no. There's the software. You say, well, not at this time. I really don't think I can do that at this time, maybe another time. That's a no, right? I learned that even when I was sharing with you about my singing situation. And I had to learn how to, I mean, I didn't point blank tell somebody no, right? In that scenario, but I did said, I wish I could, but I really can't this time, maybe in the future. That's a no. It's kind, it's approach, they can accept that. Then there's you can say, I'm sorry, but no, that won't work for me. You're still saying no, that won't work for me. It's making your own quality decisions about the power of the word no, instead of us women saying yes, yes, yes to situations, circumstances, and things that we want to say no about. Learned behavior and environmental impact will attach so many things to us that when we become an adult, when we become a woman, a grown woman, we begin to see all of the layers of things, whether they're functional or dysfunctional or whatever, that we've attached to ourselves. And sometimes we have to just undo it, untie that thing, undo it, get rid of it. It serves you no purpose anymore. Undo it. And so the power of no is so important, to be able to say it, right? That hard no, don't you take that out of your equation. Don't you take that out of your system, right? Keep that hard no over there, but also keep the kind of cute lady like, no, I would like to, but no, not at this time. When someone wants you to buy something, they constantly pushing you. And it gets to a point sometimes where you go, I said no, because you're saying it in a nice way over and over, but people don't like the word no. Getting comfortable with saying no is something that we all need to do. We all need to do it. I'm telling you, we all need to do it. I thank you so much for chatting today with me. I thank you so much for being here. This was my first live, and I want to really give my dear sister friend Kelly from My Vivid Life a big, huge bravo. I just have to give her a bravo because she has been helping me. Bravo to my sister Kelly. Thank you so much for being so kind, and for helping me get out here and get outside of my comfort zone to start my live broadcast on YouTube. I'm on YouTube, on other platforms, singing and doing other things, but this is my new channel, Bravo with Sheila. Ladies, let's chat. And I'm so, so glad that you came and you stopped by and to look at and to join me today. So, hopefully, in the future, we can talk more about wonderful topics. Remember, the power of saying no can set you free. The power of saying no can give you liberty. The power of saying no will give you courage, confidence, strength. Oh, yeah, it will. And know that you are more than a conqueror. You have the power to make the decisions, the right decisions for your life. You have the power and the strength to move forward in anything that you desire to do. Everywhere you're going, you have the power to do it. You have the ability to do it. You have the vision to do it. Let nothing stop you from moving forward. If someone says no about something you're trying to do, that's when you have to break down that barrier, right? Because people on the other side of us can say, no, you can't have this bank loan. No, you can't get this car today. No, I'm sorry, your loan didn't go through. No, you can't buy this car. Don't accept that. Break through that and find out why they say no, right? Sometimes no will stop you. Well, they said no, I can't have it. Lies they tell. You can have it. Don't let the word no stop you from moving forward. Don't let it push you and make you feel small. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are more than you could have everything that you want to have. You can do everything that you want to do. You can be all God called you to be. Everything that you need is already in you. Your purpose is screaming to come out to do more and more and more. So do not, ladies and gentlemen, sisters and brothers, do not allow the word no to stop you from being all that you could be. I am so, so happy that you are here. I am so happy that you stopped by. I want to put this up that Kelly just put. She says, you deserve a bravo for starting something new. Welcome to this new journey and all the lives you will touch. Oh, congratulations. Until next time. Oh my God, you're so sweet. I'm so glad that the Lord has placed you in my life and we became sister friends, right? Sisterhood is so important. Bravo to Kelly. Bravo to all of you out there. Now, what I want you to do is take that right hand and I want you to take that left hand and I want you to give yourself a bravo. Come on, give yourself a bravo. I gotta go. 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 I'm so happy that you tuned in. Share, hit like, share, and subscribe. I need you to subscribe. I need you to hit that thumbs up. I need you to push this video forward. And I need you to what? Continue to come back each time I'd like to share with you. I'll see what we'll talk about next week. I'm sure it'll be a wonderful topic that we can chat together. Tell a sister friend that Sheila, the Bravo girl, is sending out bravos across the world. All righty. Take care, and I'll see you again. Ciao.